Hi guys, it's Allie and I failed Camp Nano. For those of you who didn't know, this past month of April, I was participating in Camp Nano, which is hosted by the same people who do Nanowrimo, which stands for National Novel Writing Month in the month of November. Nanowrimo in November is mostly for 50,000 words in the 30 days of November, and that's it. That is the goal that every writer supposedly is supposed to be aiming for. Whereas Camp Nano is more what you decide to put into it. So for example, my goal was 30,000 words because I thought that was more reasonable, roughly 1,000 words a day. I failed. I came up about 4,000 words short, and I will get into the story of how that came to be a little later. Through this whole month, I've been kind of half vlogging, half updating throughout the weeks as things go up and down and twists and turns are made. These updates that you're about to see are kind of me half vlogging the ups and downs with the dramatic irony there that I didn't actually complete what I set out to do, but I think it's a nice little way to show how there are ups and downs in literally every month of writing that you go through, and some of the highlights and also some of the worst times that happened this month. It will be a fun little exercise in dramatic irony and hopefully entertaining for you, as well as a good journal type thing for me. So without further ado, let's get into those updates that I filmed this past month. Hi guys, it's Allie, here's Ginny. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Camp Nano, like a little nano update. Today is day 5 of Camp Nano. Where are you going? I am doing rewrites for a draft that I did for the regular NaNoWriMo. I was initially going to do 50,000 words because I was like, why not? Let's just do another 50,000. But when you think of the fact that I'm rewriting things, a lot of that stuff is just like cut and paste. That's not actual like additional words. Where are you going? This is a mess. You're a mess. Just like hold on for one more minute until I finish the video. I've just been kind of doing my thing, chugging along. 1,000 words a day. I skipped one day, but I came back and did it later. Yesterday, I made up for it with 2,000 words. I still have to write my 1,000 for today, so we'll see if I crash and burn. Mostly, it's been fine. The only thing I haven't really anticipated, I guess I did anticipate it, but I just haven't actually experienced it until now, is that doing rewrites, you have some chapters that need very, very little work, and then there's other chapters that I just need to completely gut, and like they need to completely change in order to work with this new rewrite. I'm kind of just leaving a chapter. I just finished a chapter yesterday that needed to be changed a lot. There used to be hopefully this won't be a spoiler, there used to be a dagger in the story that is no longer in the story. And I'm kind of sad to see it go, but it didn't really make sense and it didn't really work. So unless I can find in a future draft how to bring it back, it's not there anymore. I needed to get rid of the dagger in the story and I needed to change that conflict into something else. And so I just finished doing that, and now I'm moving on to a chapter that is going to be almost entirely changed. And so I have a lot to work on with that. It's so far hasn't been as hard as I was anticipating rewrites were going to be, because since I do have a more stable direction this time than I did before, it's a little bit easier for me to kind of skim through the stuff that is fine and then pinpoint the stuff that does need to be changed and go through that separately. Hoping that that maintains throughout the rest of the month, but I have a feeling it won't. All right, we'll play. Thanks for watching this random, rambly update. That's gonna be it for me today. It is day 12, I think, and things have not been going well. I have definitely missed quite a few days. There have just been a lot where I didn't feel motivated to write or whatever, but I'm not too worried about my ability to figure that out and get the words in time, but I don't want to eat my words, so like knock on wood for that. Other than that, I have figured out my ending finally. I always knew what the ending was going to be, but I have really gone back and forth because I feel like endings are important to know ahead of time, at least for my writing process. I know that my characters are on a specific trajectory for their inner selves, but also the world and the events that the characters are going to set into motion need to have some kind of impact on the world, so that in that ending, in that third act, I feel like all of the things are really coming together the way that I want them to. Plus I want to be able to put in some like foreshadowing stuff. Now I actually have kind of a beat for beat idea of what it's gonna be. I have had so many different versions of plot. I really just kind of tell the story to myself and type it out as I say it. And then I go back later and plug it into a kind of extended 3-act structure, which watch my video on 3-act structure if you want to know what that's about. Mostly I just try to figure out what the story sounds like in my head, and suddenly I have like a 3,000 word document. But this time the earlier plot kind of just went the way that I had already planned it to. And then the ending, which I was so terrified of writing because I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go with it. Now I have actually written it out beat for beat where at least I feel like the characters are coming back to their roots, but they're also demonstrating that their character arc has been fulfilled. If I pull it off the way that I have it written out, that'll come out the way that I want it, so I'm really excited about that. So other than not writing a bunch of words, because I didn't count all of those, like 3,000 I think it was, I didn't include those in my word count because it's not in the manuscript. It needs to be in the manuscript for me to count it. But other than that, that day I only wrote, I think, 500 words maybe. So all that writing done that day, and then I didn't even meet my word count goal for the day, but oh well. That's it for this little update. We'll see what comes next for all of us. It is day 16, and that means we're like halfway through Camp Nano, and I am not nearly close to halfway through my 30,000 word count. On the bright side, I have gotten 3,000 words done today, and hopefully I'll be able to get at least another 1,500 more, I think. I'm going to try to finish out the current chapter that I'm working on. We're going to see how that goes. I have a concert to go to for my sister's high school tonight, so I won't be able to write later today, but I have gotten a lot of writing done this morning and this afternoon, thank you. And so hopefully I should be able to keep that track going for the rest of this month, which I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we're gonna cross our fingers and say that we will. Quick little Nano update. It is April 25th. I am currently in the last legs of Nano, I guess. I'm almost at 20,000 words as of where I stand right now, but that is behind my ultimate goal. Like I mentioned somewhere before, I'm trying to do 30,000 words, so we'll see. I did have one day this previous Sunday when I just somehow wrote 5,000 words out of nowhere, and I don't know how that happened. And then yesterday I wrote, or the day before yesterday, I wrote 2,000 words, which was nice. So I have gotten a little bit ahead, but then I immediately have a day or two where I don't write at all, and so that sucks. The next update might be my final one. I don't know, we'll see. Still working on it. I've gotten a couple more chapters done. Nothing much to report. And we're back. So those were the only a few updates that I was able to film. I didn't really like vlog with my phone or anything like that, but let me know if that's something you would want to see me do in the future, do like a more traditional vlog style video. I failed to pay attention to the actual date of the month. For some reason I thought there was one more day left in April and there wasn't, and so I had slacked off a little bit kind of throughout the whole month. As you guys saw, I would not write for days upon days upon days, and then I would have a random, really productive day where I would write like at least 3,000, somewhere between 3,000 and 6,000 words. It wasn't a consistent workload or workflow, but I figured that I could use the last day to get that last 4,000 words in. It didn't end up happening, and then I went onto the website on May 1st thinking it was still April, and saw that I could no longer update my project, and I was like, what's that about? And then I checked the date and realized that I had unintentionally skipped the deadline for Camp Nano. So this is where I am at with my writing. I do plan to continue writing after I found out that I was late. I still did end up writing, I think, about 2,000 words that day on May 1st. So I'm going to try to give myself Camp Nano-esque goals, because I do think that somewhere between 20 to 30,000 words a month is very manageable for me. I'm going to try, fingers crossed, to maintain that same level of workflow, or perhaps even go beyond it and get even more work done. We shall see where that goes. I would love to know if any of you guys did participate in Camp Nano, how your Camp Nano projects went, and if you didn't participate in Camp Nanowrimo, what are your usual goals that you have to keep you motivated to write? Because I have found both of the times that I have participated in nanos this year that it has been a huge motivation factor for me in getting me to sit down and write. I hope you guys enjoyed this little look into this past month for me and just the average month of a Camp Nanower. If you liked this video, then be sure to give it a like, and if you like my content, do subscribe. I make videos every Friday, talk about a lot of different things, mostly writing and books. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys stick around for more videos in the future, and I will see you guys in the next one. Are you ready to film the video? Ginny. I can't work like this.